Welcome back to the Apartment Geek. I'm your host, Chris Robinson, and today we're going to talk about something that was inspired by a coffee meeting I had yesterday with actually a buddy that I grew up with, and a very wealthy, successful um, family man. Really liked this guy, and I connected with him over coffee, and we were talking about kind of his family um, portfolio of real estate, and he owns basically high-end homes, like luxury homes in different states. It's kind of part of a lifestyle move with their family, but it's also um, a business model. They find something and it's more like luxury home. I'm talking, two, three to four, five, six, $7, $8 million homes. And when I was asking him about the experience, seemed to be a lot of work, a lot of I'm going to say stress. That may not be the right word, but a lot of like busyness and noise around it with the renters. You think you're renting a $4 or $5 million house, you're going to have a pretty like um, high. You could have a high maintenance tenant who expects things a certain way, and things are more have to be more meticulous. Blah blah blah. So it got me to thinking about like what I've seen over the last 21 years of being in real estate, and what's really worked for people is, I'm going to say, contrary to my friend's business model. And it's a little bit more of, I want to say, economies of scale is a word we use, where you have a lot of roofs, excuse me, not a lot of roofs, you have a lot of units under one roof. So you've got a 10 unit, a 20 unit, a 50-plex, and you create efficiencies essentially. Things become easier, things become more efficient. You've got one contact for a property, you buy more materials and supplies for a property, you understand how it works, you have one sewer system, you have one drain, main line, that you don't have to worry about a bunch of stuff. And it creates almost like these machines where, rather than having properties all over the place and kind of scattered, if you will, you're consolidating and you're owning properties that are larger, and you can create almost like a machine out of them. And it's a little bit tricky to articulate, but if you really kind of have seen what I have over the years, the really successful people are the ones that own these larger buildings, and they learn how they work well enough, and they kind of grease them into these systems to where they're not as much a pain in the butt. You've got, a lot of times with apartments, you've got tenants that are a lot less needy, and it's a little bit more of a basic arrangement with housing and what you're offering. And you can create these, again, efficiency. You're going to one property, you're not driving all over the place. So it got me to think about it, and I wanted to kind of share the insights. I think in this business, figure out, if you've got stuff all over, whether it's condos or you've got three plexes or four plexes. Think about this is an interesting time to maybe think about selling and consolidating, and going and finding one property from two or three that you can kind of focus on, and it's got a little bit more of like um, a central focus, if you will. Put your energy there and kind of turn that into something that's going to create really good return and cash flow long term. So, consolidation, economies of scale, efficiencies, there's a lot of power there. And especially you start feeling it as you kind of grow in units or number of doors. So, thanks for tuning in. And let me know if there's anything that you're curious on, and connect with me. I love connecting with the audience and clients. So, thanks again. Bye.